Pythagorean identities. So first you should draw your right triangle and draw your right angle as well as your angle theta. The second step is you should label your sides. I would label this A, B, and C. So now from this drawing, you can identify sine and cosine. So we know that sine is opposite over hypotenuse and cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. But now where are these trigonometry? We know that the opposite is the opposite side of the angle theta. So it's going to be here. And the hypotenuse is the longest side in the triangle. So this is hypotenuse. And this is the adjacent. So sine is A over C. And cosine is B over C. Now let's move on to the Pythagorean formula. So Pythagorean formula is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So C squared or C is always the hypotenuse, and the other two sides are the sum of the hypotenuse. So now that you've wrote down your formula, the next step is you divide each side by C squared. So A squared over C squared, B squared over C squared, and C squared over C squared. So now in the numerator and denominator, there are two square roots. So another way to write it would be to write down your parentheses. Inside it you would write A over C and then add 2 on the outside. You do the same thing for the other parentheses. So you write inside B over C and the outside is 2. But now for the C squared over C squared, it would cancel each other. It would be 1. For the third step, we know that A over C is sine. So all you need to do for the third step is you write sine theta of 2 plus B over C is cosine. So you write cosine theta of 2 and 1 will be the same. So now for the fourth step, you would write sine squared of theta. This is the same thing as this one. And then plus cosine squared of theta, which equal 1. So this right here is the most important identity